Hey guys, welcome to Chapter 4, Lesson 1, Developing Your Marketing Plan. We're absolutely flying through these now, so there's only 4 left. So, your marketing plan is your roadmap for attracting customers and growing your business. It will really help you identify your target audience, craft compelling messages, and of course, choose the best channels to reach them. So, to give you an example, at linemark.com, our marketing plan has been key to our success because we've used Google Ads to target people that are looking to buy right now. We've used YouTube videos to showcase our innovative systems and processes and behind the scenes. And then we've kind of aligned all of that to where our audience are so that we can build our brand in a stronger, more positive light. So your marketing plan essentially is going to help you reach the right audience, focus your efforts on the people that most likely need your services, and of course, deliver that right message. So communicate your unique value effectively, maximize the resources you have, and of course, allocate your budget and time to the most impactful channels. So for example, we focused on sector-specific marketing. So warehouses received case studies on safety improvements. For schools, we did guides on vibrant playground designs or MMAs. For offices, we did quick access parking solutions. And all of that helped us manage engagement and maximize our conversion. So what I think would be useful for you guys to do is look at a step-by-step guide to develop your own marketing plan. So to start with, what we're going to do, define your target audience. So who is your ideal customer? Who's that persona? So for example, for us, it might be warehouses, it could be schools, it could be offices, government departments. They might all share a specific need like safety and compliance. And then what we need to do is we need to define our message. So we're going to highlight our USP. So again, for linemark.com, USP for us was a precision line marking that is laser straight or laser guided line marking. We can then choose the channels that we want to use. So for example, where does your customer spend their time? For us, it's actually not YouTube, believe it or not, it's LinkedIn. So we use professional outreach on LinkedIn to get in front of the right buyers. And we use Google Ads to find people that were literally ready to buy so that we've got a nice pool of people. We then need to allocate our funds to that high impact activities that can give us that success. So for example, we spend 20% of our marketing budget on LinkedIn ads and we aim for a 10-to-1 ROI. Whereas if we're using Google, for example, we might get a little bit better at 13-to-1 because they're ready to buy, but we might focus on the wrong type of customer. And this is the key thing, right? So if we're doing LinkedIn ads, we might get more of a relationship that we get with somebody, so a facilities manager. Whereas if we go through Google adverts, we might find people that are ready to buy, but they're more price conscious. So you need to really think about who your customers are. So if you're doing products like tape, for example, you need to think about how do I target warehouses or decorators or people that are doing up their own home, mums and dads that are doing their own work. The same, if you're doing reusable cups, for example, how do I target people? People that are maybe eco-friendly, conscious sort of, goals that they might have. People that want something big enough that's on the move. They might just want a nice pastel design color. For example, Stanley Cup, who you guys obviously will know of, redefined their target market by introducing pastel colors to their quenchers. And this literally reinvigorated their entire business where they were literally failing and essentially looking to go out of business. By adding in pastel colors, they were suddenly appealing to mums, dads, to kids, etc. And the way they reached out to them was through stores like Walmart, for example. And then they might use Instagram as well, a nice place to find individuals that way. So you need to think about who is your ideal target customer and where do they hang out. And to really drive the point home, my ideal target customer, somebody who has an office, a business that needs car park line marking or a warehouse. I am not my ideal customer. I don't own a company big enough or a warehouse big enough that needs line marking. In fact, I will probably never be a customer of my own service. And that's pretty crazy when you think about it, because most people, they will build things that they themselves might use. So for example, if you made cups, for example, you might actually use it yourself. If you made widgets or you made dolls' houses, whatever it might be, it's the sort of thing that you might have built based on a need that you had yourself. I will never, at least I can't see when, have a need to buy my own services, and yet there is a huge need. So think about where your customers are and what it is they want. My customers, although I showcase an awful lot of content on YouTube, I don't get direct customers through YouTube, whereas I might get them through LinkedIn or through Google adverts. But I still feel it's worthwhile me showcasing on YouTube but it depends on how much effort I've got to put in, and really that's the thing, right? You need to find out what's working, what's going to bring the sales in. So when you're doing this, you need to be able to reach people very quickly, very easily. I think adding a one-sentence marketing message is a nice, easy way to do this. So what unique value do you offer? So you can choose a couple of different channels to use this on. So for example, what's going to help you connect? For me, it's Google, and I really prefer YouTube over LinkedIn, but LinkedIn works really nicely. You then need to set a marketing goal, a realistic one. So for example, we want to generate 50 leads within 3 months or achieve a 5-to-1 ROI on campaigns. So using the worksheet that I've added below, you can start to organize your marketing plan, start executing the strategy. And a well thought out marketing plan is essentially, it's your guide to connecting with your audience, growing your business. That is all it is. I know it can sound quite complex, but essentially that's all it is. There is a Discord channel below, so if you do need help crafting this and really defining it, if you get stuck with the worksheet, by all means reach out through the Discord. Let me just open up and I'll show you the one that I've completed. As always, I've put the one down here for you guys to complete, then I've put my completed version. So let's open this one up here. I'll show you what we got. So for me, again, I'm using linemark.com for pretty much all my examples because it's a business that I own and operate, really nice and easy for me to showcase. But it's also a very difficult business. It's a service-based business, and it's there's a low barrier to entry, but it's still complex in terms of delivery to the customers and trying to convey that value because they're not used to buying it. So the expectation is basically, we don't know what to expect. We don't know how it'll work. So it's actually really difficult in that respect. So target audience for us, we've said warehouses. They require safety compliant markings for high traffic and storage zones. Schools, for example, need vibrant and durable playground designs. Offices need quick access parking. So we want to make that parking experience super quick, super easy, nice and manageable. So we need to then work out, what do they need? So warehouses need precision, schools need long lasting, offices want efficient and minimal disruption because let's face it, they don't want to take the cars out. These people are at work doing their job. So maybe we need to focus on doing this out of hours for them. We then need to come up with our promotional strategy. So for this one, we can use YouTube videos that might attract people in the warehousing and small business space. For schools though, probably won't work, but we can usually find professionals on say LinkedIn. So we could find facilities managers, we could find school principals, for example. Usually they're on platforms like that. You may even find Facebook's the platform you want to use. Ultimately though, we want to find out which platforms you're going to use. I would pick 2 so that you can do some A/B testing, find out which one's working, which one's not, go from there. And then we need to put in place a realistic timeline. So for example, when we do our Google ads, we need to know from when we put the advert out, when we get a click, when are we likely to see the conversion? For us, it can be up to 3 months. And we also want to work out what's a realistic return on investment. So if we spend £10 a click, we're going to get 5 clicks before we get an order. So our ROI at this point, we're looking at 20%. We need to look at our conversion rate is 20%. We need to look at what the average order value is, and then we can work out how many customers we want from that platform. This is why it's worth using 2 platforms, because we can split test and go, okay, I get a better result from Google in terms of customers, but they want a lower price. Whereas on LinkedIn, I get more repeat purchases that they come back time and time again, but they're happy to pay a higher price, but less projects. So although they may come back, I might find 5 people through LinkedIn, but 20 people through Google. The Google ones want to spend less. The LinkedIn ones value that relationship more. Depends on what it is you're selling and how it's going to work. This is the one I filled out. By all means, have a look through mine. Take what works for you guys. Again, I appreciate a lot of my business is service-based, but this works just the same for product-based as well. So have a look through, fill it out. If you get stuck with anything, if you need some feedback, you need some pointers, again, you can access the Discord channel, send in anything you need, and one of us will get back and give you guys some pointers on it. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, which is going to be building out your sales funnels. A really nice follow-on to this session as well. Let's see you over there. Take care. Bye.